there, Lloyd Machedo, speaking to you from LloydMachedo.com. Who's Lloyd Machedo and Think Personal Branding? I was asked this question from somebody in Dubai, and the question was, Lloyd, at what stage did you decide not to become an employee, or why did you choose not to be an employee? What was that pivotal point that made you decide, like, being an employee is not for you? So I just jotted down 20 points, 20, as to why I chose not to be an employee, especially in Dubai, UAE, why I chose not to be an employee. Okay, so here are these points. They are put down in the description box below. Let me know what are your thoughts, and I always read your comments. Remember that much. Okay, so the first reason why I chose not to be an employee is because of the visa. Now the visa is more like it's more like a contractual agreement where you become a slave. If you're on someone else's visa, your balls are in his hand. It's like your entire existence is in that company's hands. Without that visa, you're nothing. If they cancel your visa, you're finished. So it's more like you're surrendering your soul. You're surrendering your complete self to that one little privilege that they're giving you, is visa. And I didn't want to be under someone else's visa, begging them, please don't cancel. I need the visa. I need to survive. And it's more like slavery. I hated the visa system. I think it totally suffocates your freedom. It suffocates your creativity. It does not allow you to apply for other jobs, go free. And whomsoever has someone else's visa is his slave. It's like his slave until he gets his own visa. So the first thing which I hated was being under someone else's visa. The second one, which I really didn't like as an employee, is, you have this boss, this guy who has, maybe this guy or this woman who has more experience than you in that process, just that process, or in that particular job. And you need to give them this great amount of respect. You need to make them feel like, oh, you're so big, you're so great, I need to listen to you. Oh, boss, you need to take their permission, you need to take their approval. I fucking hated that. It's like, you just have a little bit more experience than me, so what the fuck, It's like, you just know the process a little bit more. You are at the right place at the right time, with the right connection, and you just are my boss. So what the fuck does that mean? I hated that. And especially if you don't like your boss, or you don't like the person, you're just totally fucked. Okay. The third one is being surrounded by these fucking colleagues who are, some of them, each one has a different personality. I was never the type who liked a lot of people, and you have to make sure that you get along with them, make sure that you like them and they like you, and everything is kumbaya. It was not one of my things. I hated that. So having a bunch of colleagues whom you don't like or get along with, it's another suffocation. The fourth one is, remember this, when you're an employee, you're never working for yourself, you're never working for your brand, you're never working for you, you're working for somebody else, selling someone else's product, marketing someone else's company, talking about something that you may not even believe, buy, or want. And that is so fuck all, man. I mean, it's like, end of the day, you're that product, you're that service, you're that commodity. And that's how people identify you. And I hated that. I just couldn't stand it. The next one why I chose not to be an employee is I hated this get up on time. You get up at fucking 5 o'clock. If there is traffic, you don't want to get stuck in traffic, you have to get up early. It's forceful. Today, I can get up whenever I like, whatever time I like. I can sleep at 4 o'clock in the morning and get up at 11. I can sleep maybe at 7 in the morning and get up at 3. I can get up in the middle of the night at 12 o'clock and do my work. So I'm not a slave for time. That's another thing. Point number 5 is I hate being a slave for time. Point number 6 is the actual journey, that is from your house to your office. You're fucking wasting time in traffic. You always get stuck in traffic. You hate traffic, and traffic is never productive. Yes, you can listen to something educational. Yes, that is there. But it sucks the life out of you. It sucks your energy, especially in the morning when you're fresh and you're stuck in traffic. It's so fucko, And people drive like mad sometimes. Point number 7 is the rules, the regulations, the instructions, do it this way, do it that way. It is like, what the fuck? I mean, do I really have to do it this way? And obviously, because companies have their own protocol, you can't create something else. Point number 8 is the routine. It can get so fucking boring. You do A, B, C, D, and you have to follow A, B, C, D. It's like you're limited to this process for the rest of your life. And, you just can't creatively do something different, because if you try to do something different and it goes against the rules, it's bad. Let me give you an example. Like when I was in Citibank, The salesman had to actually do the stuff. What I did is I employed a couple of ladies who were married women who were staying at home. I asked them to do the marketing for me. When the sales department found out, they literally crucified me because they said, "How dare you do that? Do you have any legal approval? Have you taken our permission? Did they? How can they sell the product of the bank when they are not authorized?" So much of other shit. Even though I was achieving my target there, so I kind of hate this fucking shit. You don't follow your routine. Point number 9 is there are so many rules, not just in the office but outside the office. That is why today, being on social media, if you do anything that is not in sync with the company values, you can lose your job and people can scrutinize you. That's why many people who are working in the airline industry, if they are seen with another guy, especially in Muslim countries, if a cabin crew is seen partying, boozing, or being with another guy or something, that can be brought to the HR and that can, get you, terminated. And this has happened to many people, all right? So it's like rules that are outside. You need to behave in a certain way, talk in a certain way, and today everything is scrutinized, so it's so messed up. Point number 10 is, if you're an employee, you're always looked as someone who's a follower. You're never looked upon as a leader. And once an employee, forever an employee. So you're never the, you're never the boss. You're never the leader. You're never the person who is the captain of his own ship, as they can say. So that's another thing which I hate. Point number 11 is there is never freedom. Okay, if you're an employee, you never have the freedom to do things your way. And you really feel suffocated at some point. You don't have the freedom to travel. You don't have the freedom to decide not to go to work. You don't have the freedom to wear what you like. So there are a lot of restrictions. Point number 12 is obviously you need to take permission for each and everything, including the holidays that you want to take, including if you don't feel like going to work. So you can't do anything without permission. Okay. Point number 13 is, let's say, for example, you want to travel a couple of places. Let's say I want to work from a remote location. I want to go on holiday to Philippines and work from there. Well, do you think your office is going to allow you that? They're going to say, no, you can't do this. So even though you can do it, they'll still not allow you to do it. So that freedom to work from any space which will help you become more productive is not allowed. Point number 14, you have to report everything. You're expected to report everything, and they'll ask you, and it's like, sometimes you wish you tell them, none of your fucking business, but then you can't do that, so you have to report everything, and they can ask you whatever the fuck they want. Point number 15 is the sense of frustration, which is bottled up, and I feel that is very strong with employees. Point number 16 is, I feel that most of the companies, as an employee, kills your creativity. You might have great ideas, you might have great concepts, but you have to follow protocol. Point number 17 is, if you fuck up, they will zero it down to you if it's your fault. But if you succeed, it's always teamwork. We did it as a team. So where is the glory in that? Point number 18 is the politics. I think office politics, whether you like it or not, is there. It will never die. It will always remain there. And office politics is something I cannot stand. And you just can't help it. If you are not a master at office politics, you don't succeed. You don't survive. Point number 19, everything in the corporate world, relationships, friendships, polite greetings, the care, the concern, whatever, everything is fake. Every fucking thing is fake, because the day you lose your position, everything, they'll tell you fuck off. And last and not the least, point number 20 is, listen, you got one fucking life, just one. You want to be a fucking employee? You just want to be working for some fucking company, somebody else, doing their shit, taking their crap, and one fine day being kicked out, given one fucking piece of paper that says certificate of appreciation, a gold fucking watch, and then you're a nothing and nobody because that was your fucking identity. You have just one fucking life. How do you want to fucking live it? Do you want to live it on your terms, doing what the fuck you want to do, being free? Or do you want to earn maybe big money, but then being a fucking slave? I have just one life. Just one fucking life. And I want to live it the way I like. That's why these tattoos, that's why this freedom, these books. I just love my life. So these are the reasons why I chose not to be a fucking employee, especially in Dubai, UAE, because I wanted to take charge of my life, enjoy my life, have fun, give it meaning, and know that this is I took my life in my hands, and I chose the path. So like, you know, I have my iPad, I have my games, I have my music, I'm enjoying every day when I get up. It's so much fun, fucking excitement. I put the music, I open the games, I'm connected online, and I love my life. So these are the reasons. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Always read it. Like the video, thumbs up. Don't like it, thumbs down. This is me signing off for now. Take care.